So, welcome back to the hairstyle and the white BM, yeah, white Audi RS4, the head unit upgrade from Chinese to UK version part 2. Well, I just remember from the part 1, we ripped out the old Chinese head unit. And I was started going through the cables and testing and whatnot and blah blah blah. So this is the continue of this wiring business. I believe this one video is gonna be just about the wiring. So the easiest bit are that we have established that this is reverse. Well, obviously that's reverse. The second easiest bit was this, which is the front speaker feed, because this is gonna go directly from the head unit, and this is left and right. And how did I find that one out? I found that out with a bit of battery, just connecting either side and making crackling noise, and on one side of the speaker or on other side of the speaker. Oh, sorry, the door. So that's that. Anyways, we've got permanent live and ground. That's the third. Probably that was the easiest one as well. So then we come to the rear amplifier. Let's go to the. Let's leave this because this is the most difficult part. So then we have this magical twisty wire thing, which is called CAN bus wiring. This thing controls everything from reverse to turn-ons and stuff like that with specific loads and basically resistances that CAN bus works. It sends out a signal and it gets certain resistances from certain things, and then it switches on certain things wherever it needs to be switched on. So we are keeping this box basically. This controls at the moment the remote turn on, because then I don't have to go into the dash or somewhere like that to find the turn on for the head unit. So that's why we're keeping this. Illumination wire, so basically when you put your lights on, your head unit dims. If you don't want it, you can keep it. We can keep it out of the wiring, but if you want to just wire it in, I believe most of the new head units like this one, they do come with auto dim on and off, but it doesn't matter. Then we have another important cable, which is this purple and white, which you probably know on the head unit. That will be the remote, not the remote, the rear view camera turn on and off the trigger cable. So when you put in reverse, it sends a signal to the head unit to turn on the rear camera screen. And then we've got this pinky winky tinky cable, which is usually the speed cable, but we are definitely going to be skipping the speed cable because I don't think we need a speed cable going into that head unit anyways. Not like we have front facing camera or 360 cameras, because I believe this one does support 360. I'm not 100% sure, we'll have a look later on. But we will be keeping it off either way, if it does or it doesn't, so I don't care about that one. So that is that box explained. Like I say, if you are in the UK, you've got a UK Audi and A4 or something like that, you might as well go for Dynamic Sounds. Get in touch with Dynamic Sounds. They will supply you with a fascia, the full wiring kit. You might have to pop your factory head unit out though, but it is going to be much easier to do it than what I am doing right now, because it's just going to be everything plug and play. In my case scenario, Dynamic Sounds didn't have these sort of plugs and this sort of wiring, so I am making my own. That's why this is called a Chinese factory head unit import, whatever, converting to an UK one or normal aftermarket double din install. So that's that. Then this is the worst part of the, well, I have to say the worst part. Not really the worst part, but the tedious part about this whole stuff, because at first I was gonna, I thought that this is gonna be a complete 4-channel amplifier, front and rear, but it turned out not to be full-on amplifier, front and rear. So I am keeping the factory, I'm using the factory, freaking out my light is dying. So I'm keeping a factory signal output to power all the speakers and the amp. 2 seconds, I'm gonna go get me a new light. Right, new light. Oh, that is nice and bright. So I can't explain you. I'm gonna explain you just quickly. So before first episode I was saying that you don't have to use this blue cable because it doesn't go anywhere. I was wrong. I was talking crappies. You do have to use it, but what it is, so basically you're gonna have to either figure out which one is your left and, well, basically 2 seconds. So basically I had to go and check. So basically purple is your right, so that's yellow, and green is the green, which is your left rear. Then on the first episode I was saying that the blue one is there, so no blue one, like I said before, I think so, I can't remember anymore. So white is your 12-volt power, and basically you connect the grounds together on your RCAs, and that's it. You only use basically left and right, and this is all done and sort of dusted. Like, quick explanation. And then basically on this side, the input side, I'm not going to be using the white and gray because they're already powered from the Headunit directly. I'm going to be going to this pin. I'm going to put these up and make my own wiring harness to plug it in. So red one obviously is your remote on. This thingy, the orange and white, is the illumination, so when you turn your lights on, that's that. Well, I was already explaining all that. So so basically it is kind of a time now to go for me and do my harness. Yeah, I believe so. I think so. I kind of think so. Yeah, it is time to disconnect all of this and go and make an aftermarket freaking harness. Right then. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna pop this Headunit out. I'm gonna get the wiring harness. I'm gonna check what is wired and what is not wired. I'm gonna put all these plugs back in so I don't lose them. And basically I'm gonna put this on a time lapse, and I'm gonna make this wiring harness for this lovely Pioneer DA360 DAB. Voila. Here you go, peeps. Here is the devil chopped between a Chinese wiring harness and GA style wiring harness. So, CAN bus box, CAN bus plugs in, all that goes, reds and blacks and everything goes to here. So, 2 seconds, I'm gonna have to flipping, should have disconnected this before. So this is Headunit, and this is already UK shite. So, goes there, we've got all the reds. I've chosen illumination to be disconnectable. I don't know, I just wanted to for some reason. Pink cable is just hidden there, so you can just pull it out, and if I ever need to, because more than likely if they will be coming back here, it will be coming to my shop, or somebody will understand that this is pink. Who knows, do you know? Plug-in. This is just was separate for a separate box, but I just left it on just in case you ever need permanent live and ground, whatever, behind the Headunit. Reverse, trigger wire, and then obviously the speaker front connected to this. All soldered, nice thing, that's the rears. High in, low out to the amp. The blue cable as well is all connected to here. Everything is basically ready. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this over, and basically, obviously, the genius at work, obviously, fucking cup. So now we're going there. I'm gonna set you up on a camera, and we'll plug all this business in, and let's see if my wiring is gonna work. Then here we go. Right. Reverse. Pardon me. Reverse, we have this amazing cable that comes from the Headunit. So rear view camera, so basically this one just gets peeled off, old one unplugged, and we'll plug it into the new one, and it's pretty much exactly the same length and everything, so it is quite bloody handy, this cable, this arrangement in here. Just don't understand what the hell is going on. Taped up stuff. Freaking hell, that was taped up there very well. Tell you that one. Right. So plug it in. We'll tape that up as well later on. For the time being, I want to see if my wiring harness is working. So let's plug it all the positives and negatives. Regulation for later. Speaker wires, reverse trigger. So that's reverse trigger, and now all the speaker wires, CAN buses and everything. Right. Speaker wire, front speakers, rear speakers, CAN bus, permanent live and ground, and that's it, isn't it? Permanent life and ground, everything is there, that is there. Now let's plug the Headunit in. Plug the reverse camera in. Where the hell is it going? Like that. So, on the moment of truth, oh, well, that's good. It's freaking working. Yes. Front and back. Right? So reverse. Baby, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Shut up, you peepee. Right, so let's see, I wasn't here. Turn it off. Goes off. Let's see what happens when we put it back on. Did it save the memory? Same stuff. Memory saved. Yeah, I'm good. It's never bad to praise yourself. So yeah, really, the wiring is all completed now. I just need to do a couple last bits of adjustment on the wiring, like for example that my fucking finger. Yeah, that was hurting. That's fucking painful. Ooh. So really the only part what I have left to do is to install the additional things to the Headunit, which is the mic, the GPS antenna / Wi-Fi, whatever the hell it is. And then basically you sort the cage out and all this stuff out so that we can install this beautiful Headunit inside once and forever. Well, that pleases me. That pleases GA Style very well. That pleases me indeed. Everything's kept, everything's done, everything's working as it freaking should. So now basically I'm gonna have a look at the time, how far I've gone already on this. Don't think I have gone that far, to be fair, but yeah, I had a look. It's not that far, not too short, and it's not too long video, so this will be definitely the end of the part 2. It's quite a bit of information in a part 2 about all the wire and everything, so I think good idea will be leave it at this. Because the part 3 is going to be really to do the final installs. I'll show you really how to take apart these nasty freaking air pillars when you've got to actually take them off from here. Jesus Christ, I'm actually afraid of taking everything apart. So we're gonna have to take all that off and get the glove box out, get this part out, because the mic is going in this side, the GPS antenna is going in the bottom of there. I need to fit the USB inside of the glove box, so I need to remove all the old sort of wirings and all this sort of crap off. So yeah, really peeps, yeah, this is definitely going to be the end of the part 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. This has been the longest Headunit install that I've had in a long time. Like, now to be honest, I'm not, well, apart from the Mark 7 Transit, the double doing out the cut things and everything, but still it wasn't that bad because it all was plug and play. But yeah, peeps, this is the really end of the part 2 now. If you want to see how all the rest goes together, the cages, the Headunits, the everything, all the bits and bobs, fascias, definitely give us a follow, like and share, subscribe. And what I'll do, I'll see you in an episode 3. Bye bye.